Well, hello everyone. I mean, at this point, this is the round three. These are my thoughts after just getting done watching the third round of the 2011 United States Open. Boy, it's been an incredible run from Rory McIlroy. I mean, just to see him play the way that he's played these last three rounds is just incredible. He set several records. Okay, 54 hole record in the U.S. Open of 199. It's under 200 shots for three rounds. That's incredible. Um, he shot up to par. No one had before this obviously had even gotten it to 13 under. He set that record yesterday, but today he got it to 14 under. Who knows where it could go tomorrow if he had a good day? I mean, it's conceivable that he could get it to as good as 20 under. Who knows? I mean, if he goes out there and freewheels it, I mean, as far as can anyone actually, is this still a tournament? Can anyone other than Rory McIlroy still win this tournament? And, I guess Johnny Miller just said at the end of the broadcast that 1 in 10 um, times McIlroy would not lose this thing. I think if you're a realistic gambler, I think you'd got to say more like 1 in 20. I mean, here's the reality of the thing. I mean, he's carrying an 8-shot lead. Greg Norman, the greatest choke artist of all time, gave away a 6-shot lead. Other than that, no one's came back from that far back. No one has lost that significant of a lead. I mean, you think about it this way: 8 shots separates him and Y.E. Yang, who, by the way, did not have a great day today. It could have been worse, but I mean, he played well enough to get him into the final round pairing. But I mean, he was outclassed. Yeah, I mean, McIlroy outclassed him. I mean, even he only scored 2 shots better even. But I mean, he was still. I mean, just watching McIlroy play, I mean, he could have easily shot another 65 today. I mean, it's absolutely incredible. It just looked like he was so at ease with absolutely everything that was in his mind. He's at peace. Obviously, he's young. He's at peace. He looks ready to join the pantheon of major championship winners, and I mean, rightfully so. But the question is, how many more records is he going to break before he does it? Now, obviously, when Tiger came out in 1997, I mean, he won by 12 shots. I mean, at that time, that was unheard of. I mean, we're now that I've seen a few of these blowouts, and now, mind you, we didn't really see 5 shots was a blowout. Could kind of consider a blowout. I mean, we didn't really see a whole lot of these blowouts for a long time. I mean, obviously Tiger won by 12 and 97 at the Masters. He won by 15 at the U.S. Open in 2000. He won by 8 at the British in 2000. Um, he's had a couple other 5 shots wins at the British, but I mean, those weren't really, like, I would say blowouts. I mean, final day kind of extended it to 5. I mean, they weren't incredible. I mean, the only other thing I've seen close to it was Woosthuizen's win, actually, in the British last year where he won by 8. So, I mean, this is quite a quite a significant event here. I mean, not many golfers have won by this significant of a margin, especially this is his first major. You would think he's nervous. I mean, his first major championship victory, hopefully. Is he going to be nervous at all tomorrow? I mean, it's almost like if it gets going the wrong direction and someone else is making a good run, it could almost be like, oh my goodness, I could set history in the wrong way. But I'm looking at the guys. Okay, so Yang, gosh, man, I just don't know if he could kind of make that big of a run. I just don't see it. I mean, it doesn't look like he has a 65. I mean, he's been steady. I could see another 68, but I don't think a 68 is going to get it done. I mean, I would expect Rory to shoot way bad. I mean, I don't think it's going to happen. And then you got your guys at 5 under. I believe is at 5 under right now is it Day, Garrigus, and who else was at 5 under? Hold on a second. Day, Garrigus, and Westwood, right? Then at 4 under you have Jakobsen, Kuchar, and Garcia. So I mean, out of those guys, I mean, is Westwood really capable of shooting like a 60? Gosh, what number do you gotta shoot? I mean, a comeback round in this type of open, it's actually conceivable. I mean, you could see a 63 or 62 by one of these guys, and McIlroy maybe has his first like even par round or something, and all of a sudden it's a tournament. But which one of those guys could even give it a run? I mean, if McIlroy shoots another, I mean, if he has another 68 or anywhere from 65 to 68, then I think it is truly out of the reach of the other competitors. Um, Anywhere from even par to a little bit over par, and then you're talking about like a stellar master round. Someone could put up. I know Westwood probably will freewheel this tomorrow. I mean, he'll probably be looking for second. I mean, he needs the world ranking points, and I mean he needs. I mean, I don't know what the scenarios are like right now, but I mean he can't be far off from number one. It would probably put him back at number one. If he got second. Not that the focus is really on that right now, but I mean that's what he'd be playing for. So I mean, I'm sure he'll give that one a roll, a good roll tomorrow. And Garcia, gosh, I haven't really seen him turn in too many great rounds. I mean, you see a lot of 65. 65s are rare at Opens. I mean, that's a great round. We just saw a lot of them today. Um, Jakobsen looked good, and then he looked horrible at the end. But Garrigus, Jason Day obviously has some talent. Um, Gosh, but I just don't see it. I mean, I don't see any of these guys truly giving him a genuine run. But who knows? Somebody gets a hot putter. They get going. Obviously, I'm disheartened to say this finally, but I will just say bow out. Phil Mickelson is not going to win this tournament. I mean, I even had hope going into today, but a 77 today, folks. And I didn't even see many of the shots. They didn't even play that much. I'm sure he was doing that badly that they didn't even play him on. I mean, I cried some tears, and I went back and I cried. I cried like a 10-year-old girl. But it's not going to change anything, people. I mean, the reality is that he's not going to win this tournament. McIlroy will win his first major championship tomorrow. He will join the pantheon of the greats, and just the question now is how many more is he going to win? I mean, basically, and how much is he going to win by, and what records is he going to break? Obviously, 12 under par, U.S. Open scoring record. An interesting thing that I looked at the other day was that Tiger Woods holds at least a share of all of the major championship records with as far as score to par. Of course, he had 19 under at the Masters. He had the 12 under at the U.S. Open. He had like 19 under at the British, I believe, and he had the similar number at the PGA, and he shared that 18 under at the PGA, and he shared that with Bob May. He had all of those records. McIlroy could just shake him off of that. That shows you what kind of company he's going to join. Well, not join. He's going to push aside tomorrow if he does better than a 73 or 72 or better would do it. Get him the record outright. So, I mean, I'm going to tune in tomorrow. I'm going to enjoy this. And I hope you guys are enjoying this, and I want some feedback, and these are my thoughts, and it's one of those things. Say, a house divided against itself cannot stand. Oh, jeez. Some people said I was crazy, but I don't think so. When I was in Africa, the thing is, it's all about Hakuna Matata down there, and Rory McIlroy has that kind of Hakuna Matata feeling. Hamnashita, people. Peace, I'm out. Alright, I'll see you tomorrow. My thoughts on the final round. Thank you. Goodbye.